French Texan bistro Le Calamar took the Austin food scene by storm since opening last May, landing on numerous best of lists, including yours truly. The buzzworthy restaurant is also premium date night material, intimate but not intimidating, stylish but not stuffy. Oh yeah, there's the whole food thing. Joining us is Chef Casey Wall, who has worked the stoves in New York City and for nearly 2 decades in the land down under, Australia. What brought him back stateside? Well, I'm gonna find out. Chef Casey, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Of course, my friend, of course, of course. So, I gotta ask, you've worked at some of the bigger restaurants, some of the bigger names around in New York City, and then you spent 15 years in Australia. What brought you back to run the kitchen in Le Calamar?
We moved back to be close to the family, real reason. It was this really good energy. Austin is great at, Tex-Mex, Mexican barbecue, that realm, bars, sports bars, great scene, steakhouses. But it felt like for a city so big and a city that was such a great food city, there were a few gaps missing in the market. So I felt like there was a unique opportunity to open up something that wasn't readily available in Austin.
This is a date night episode, so I'm at Le Calamar, I'm with the wife. Run me through a perfect date night via the menu.
I think you gotta start with a nice glass of something or a martini and get a few oysters and a chicken wing or two each. I think one isn't quite enough. Right. Maybe two per person is a great little start.
Can we just talk a little bit about, that perfect glass to kind of set the night off, or a cocktail? What would we line up there?
This cocktail that I thought would be on the menu for a couple of weeks and has been on there for a while is called a corn star martini. It's a play on words, so don't hold that against us. But we take sweet Texas corn, cut it off the husk, and we infuse it in vodka and cook that at a very low temperature sous vide. And you get this in a really rounded, sweet, corn-flavored vodka.
So this is a corn-infused vodka martini. That's what we're talking about here.
So we use a nixed corn liqueur as well, a nixtamalized corn liqueur. It's like it gets that earthy grain flavor of corn.
Okay.
Like the sweet corn on the cob corn. So there's like 2 layers of corn flavor there.
Talk me through the epic Le Calamar chicken wing.
All right, so we take a chicken wing, a full chicken wing, one that hasn't been jointed. So we take the drum stick off and we leave the flat with the little tip still connected to it. The drum gets reused for sauce in a very laborious chicken jus that we make for our roast chicken dish. Then we make a mousseline, which is a puree of egg whites and cream and chicken breast. And we freeze the RoboCoupe and all that fun stuff. And then we puree it in that and then pass it through a tammy sieve.
So you're pureeing it in a food processor, you're running it through like kind of a fine mesh sieve. So you're getting to be honest, essentially meat paste. You know what I mean? Like toothpaste, but out of chicken, right?
And then we put it in a piping bag and we fill the boned out chicken wing up to make little
and it literally gets filled up like a balloon. It's really amazing to see. I got to watch you make it, and it's quite amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. We do that. We steam them afterwards, set the mousseline, and then we dry out. So we leave them uncovered in the fridge for a few hours, so the skin dries out after they come out of the steamer. We slowly render and char the chicken skin over charcoal, and as it's getting about 90% done and rendered, we start brushing it with a chicken jus to get like a sticky umami glaze.
Run me through the rest of this menu on date night.
The fish changes quite often, but it's a raw fish dish. We've been using wahoo and yellowfin tuna. We kind of go back and forth between the two, depending on what we can get with the boats that are going out. So we lightly, clean all that up, lightly cure that in a salt and a little bit of sugar, coriander seed, peppercorn, cure that, wipe it up, and we slice it like you would a sashimi. And we get these mushrooms from Hi-Fi Mycology in Austin, and we roast them in the oven, and then make a mushroom fumet out of that. So a really deep mushroom flavored broth, and we reduce that down so it's very intensified.
We got to wrap it up, Chef Casey, but I do have, because it's date night, a hot take question for you. Are you ready for the hot take question?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, here we go. Is sharing plates essential on a date?
I think the best experience is going to a place to share food with someone or a couple of people. I couldn't date someone that didn't want to share food. So I mean, yeah, I think that's you would have to. It's essential.
It looks like I got to start saving for my next date night. But thanks for being on, and really looking forward to coming back to Le Calamar.
Yeah, I can't wait to have you.